Good morning children, welcome back to our Google Classroom. We started the topic adjectives in the previous class. We discussed the different types of adjectives like possessive adjectives, proper adjectives, adjectives of quality, quantity, number, etc. We know that adjectives are describing words. We can use different types of adjectives together to describe a noun or pronoun. For example, this is a ball. So which are the words we can or how we can describe this ball? What is the color of this ball? This is red. So we can use the color red to describe this ball. This is a red ball. And what is the material? This is a plastic ball. So we can use plastic also to describe this ball. And when comparing to this ball, this is big. So we can use the word big or the adjective big to describe this ball. We can use the color red, then material plastic and the size big. That means red, big and plastic to describe this ball. How can we use these adjectives together? Can we say this is a red, big plastic ball or this is a plastic, big red ball? Children, there is an order to place the adjectives to describe a noun or pronoun. Let's learn what is the order for placing the adjectives. Let's take the order of the adjectives. According to the order, first one is quantity. We have to mention the quantity of the noun or pronoun. Second one is opinion. Third one is size. Then age. Next one is color. Then origin, material, purpose. This is the order we have. In this order we have to place the adjectives. In this order we can describe a noun or pronoun. An example is given. Several unusual, tiny, old, green, Greek, copper cooking vessels were found at the excavation site. Here, according to the order, several, this is the quantity. Then unusual, that is the opinion. Tiny is the size. Then old is the age. Next, green is the color. Greek is the origin. Then copper is the material. What is the purpose? Cooking. These are the words which we use to describe this vessel. What is a noun? Vessels. We described the vessels with these adjectives. Several, unusual, tiny, old, green, Greek, copper cooking vessels were found at the excavation site. So here we used all these adjectives to describe this word or to describe this noun, vessels. Then according to our example, that means the big red plastic ball, what is the order? According to this order, how can we write that? Let's take it now. Here I used 4 adjectives to describe the noun ball. No need to use all these adjectives to describe a word. We can use 2 or more or 1 or more adjectives to describe a word. Here I have written 4 adjectives. Which are the 4 adjectives? A big red plastic ball. A denotes the quantity, big denotes the size and red denotes the color, plastic denotes the material. And what is a noun? That is ball. Here I have written 2 sentences. And according to this order, which one is correct? The first one or second one? Yes, the first one is the correct. Second one is wrong. First one is correct and second one is wrong. Why? According to the order, what is the first one? A, quantity. Here also it is written A. Then what is according to that? Opinion. Is there any word which describes the opinion here? No. Then size? Yes. So we have to use the adjective to denote the size. So it is big. Then after that age, no, there is no word is used. Then color, yes, color. Then the red color is used here. After that, origin is not mentioned here, but material is mentioned. That is the next thing, that is plastic. So, a big red plastic ball is the correct order to describe this noun. Then, what about this? Why this is a wrong sentence? A red. According to the order, after the word a, we have to use big, which denotes the size. Okay. So, what is the order? First one, quantity, then opinion, size, age, color, origin, material and purpose. This is the first question given in our textbook activity B. Let's take how can we order this sentence. How can we place the adjectives in the order? The princess wore a small, simple, cotton white dress. So, according to the order, we have to use the quantity first. So, what is the quantity? A. So, this is the first one. First adjective is A. Then, after that, opinion. Is there any word denoting the opinion? Yes. Simple. So, simple is the second one we have to use. Then, after that, is there any word which denotes the size? Size? Yes. It is small. So, a simple, small. Then, after that, size, age. Is there any word which describes age here? No. Then, color. Yes. That is white. This is the fourth one, white. Then what about the origin? No, it is not given there. Then material, yes, that is cotton. So these are the words, these are the adjectives we use to describe the word dress. So what is the order? A simple, small, white, cotton dress. That is the order of this sentence. Do the rest of the activities yourself. Let's discuss the topic degrees of comparison. When we want to compare two or more nouns with the same characteristics or attributes, we have to change the form of adjectives to show the comparison. The forms of the different forms of adjectives are known as degrees of comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison. Which are they? Positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. These are the 3 forms of adjectives we use to compare one, two or more nouns with the same characteristics or attributes. Let's learn more about these 3 degrees of comparisons. Positive degree is the simplest form or the base form of an adjective. We can use the positive degree to describe a noun. For example, he is a good boy or he is a tall boy. So, tall is the base form of adjective or the simplest form of adjective. Second one, comparative degree. We use the comparative form of adjective to compare two nouns of the same quality. Third one is superlative degree. We use the superlative form of adjective to compare more than two nouns of the same characteristics or attribute. Let's learn more about these degrees of comparison.
Forming the degrees of comparison. The comparative degree of a single syllable adjective can be formed by adding er to the base word. Examples: clever, cleverer, bright, brighter, near, nearer. The comparative degree can also be formed by adding more before a multi-syllable adjective. Examples: beautiful, more beautiful, exciting, more exciting. In sentences using the comparative form, the word than comes after the adjective. Example: she is more interested in mathematics than in English. The superlative form of the single syllable adjective is created by adding est to the base adjective. Examples: clever, cleverest, bright, brightest, bold, boldest. The superlative form can also be created by adding most before adjectives. This is usually done in case of multi-syllable adjectives. Examples: intelligent, most intelligent, boring, most boring. Some adjectives have irregular comparative and superlative forms. We can't add er or est with them. Examples: good, better, best, little, less, least. By using different degrees of comparison, we can convey the same meaning in a sentence. Examples: no other playwright in the world is as famous as Shakespeare. Second one, the no other playwright in the world is more famous than Shakespeare. Third one, Shakespeare is the most famous playwright in the world. In these three sentences, we used the 3 degrees of comparison. In the first sentence, we used the positive degree, second sentence, comparative degree, and third sentence, superlative degree. But there is no change in the meaning of these sentences. We have some textual activities related to these. Do the activities B, C, D, and E. That's all for today. A YouTube URL is attached. Watch the video. A test paper is also included. Submit your answers as soon as possible. We can meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.